The easiest way to be in business is to simply package a service of your skill set and offer it to somebody. Lots of people are looking to start side hustles or project-based businesses like drop shipping, but from my perspective, that's playing on hard mode. Yes, you can code an app or build an audience or develop an e-commerce product, but all these things take a lot of time and often some capital to get off the ground. If you've never started a company before, you might be discouraged by this process and think that you're doing something wrong. But really, it's just that you're starting a business that's a little bit more difficult than the business type that we're going to talk about today. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the most overlooked way that people can just get out there and start selling their abilities, which is to start a service-based business. I know a lot of people are looking to diversify their income or maybe switch careers or simply learn how to be in business for themselves. And I always tell people that the easiest way to start is by creating a service-based business. The only thing you need to get started in a service-based business is yourself, your experience, and your skill set. You don't need a website, you don't need a logo, you don't need a business card, you really don't need anything except for just your unique experience being on this earth and learning some type of skill. If you have any experience at all in developing a skill set or getting some experience on the job, it's likely that you can package and sell that experience as a service-based business. There are two categories of people who are ready and interested in buying services from you today. You just have to see who they are. And the first demographic who might buy from you today with the services you want to provide are the newbies. Now, newbies are the type of customer who has zero experience in the area that you work in. So if you've been working on the job for 3 years or 5 years, there's somebody out there in the world who has 0 years experience, and they might want to buy from you some type of service that helps them learn and gain experience. The second demographic that you can sell to today immediately with your services concept for your business are the type of people who just want it done for them. These are typically professionals who could learn the skill set or could get the experience that you have, but they don't want to bother with that. They've got money and not time instead of time and no money. And what they want for you to do is just to help them immediately get the job done, get a task done. So let's go through a few examples of types of services you could sell. You could sell painting services. You could sell, I'm going to paint a portrait of your family. I'm going to paint your house. You could sell marketing or social media services. I'm going to help you schedule and build out a content calendar. I'm going to help your business with that. Or I'm going to even teach you how to use a new platform. Maybe you've got some experience using TikTok. Well, there's somebody out there who has a business who wants to understand how to use TikTok in a way that's going to help them grow their customer base. If you've ever had any experience getting PR for some type of event or product release, you could sell PR services. You could become a virtual assistant. There's even people who get paid to come to somebody's house and simply organize their furniture and their goods. It even became a TV show that you can now see on Netflix. The point is, there isn't really a limit to what you can do from a service-based business perspective, and that's why it's so appealing for you to get started there. And remember, you just need to find two different types of customers, or one or the other, which are the people who are new, they've never done something like what you've done before and they want to learn, or the people who want it done for them, where they say, I know I need social media for my business, I want to pay you to do it for me. So to get started, just write down some skills or experience that you feel like you've truly built up over the last year or a few years that you believe you'd be able to teach somebody about or provide for them if they asked you to. The second step in this process, after you've defined and listed out some potential services that you could provide, is simply to create a package around that offering. Essentially, you should start to think of your service almost like a product, like an experience that somebody can buy and then get in return for their payment. So if you're selling social media services as an example, you could offer that as, hey, I provide these social media services, but a better thing to do is to package it up in some type of process, in some type of experience for the customer. So you might say, well, in the first week, we're going to do an audit and we're going to check out all of your properties. In the second week, we're going to create inspiration and we're going to create potential directions for your business. And weeks 3 through 10 are going to be creating content, testing content, and then figuring out what works and doubling down. However you describe what your service is to your potential customer, what you really want to do is package it up into something that they can buy. Not only will that help you make the initial sale, but it also will help you test a process that you can begin to sell to other customers like them. The third tip to getting started with a services-based business is to start at a discount or start for free. It's okay to undercharge for the first time you're selling a service. You don't have to go crazy and put yourself on the hook for something that you're simply not ready for. And that's why I suggest that you start by discounting your service, or maybe even starting for free, just so you can test out the process of delivering a service to somebody without being on the hook for having to do it in such a way that you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to be super stressed out because you've never done this before. And that's the thing to remember. Service-based businesses are easy to start because you've already built the skill, you already have everything you need. However, you still need to learn how to deliver that skill to a client, which is different than doing it for yourself. So start at a discount or start at a limited price. You can always increase over time later, but this keeps you from putting yourself in the position where you're gonna just totally freak out or not even stick with the process because you're so worried about delivering. Once you've provided this service to your client, you can then start to move on to getting referrals and testimonials. So if you created a great experience for that first client and you did it at a discount, it's a good idea to then ask them, hey, will you provide a testimonial for my business? I'm just getting off the ground, and it would make a huge difference if you had a good experience. And two, is there anybody else that you know just like you that I could provide this service to? By getting testimonials and asking for referrals, now you start to build upon the business that you're building. And I hope that you see by now that this service-based business is the easiest way for you to start gaining momentum in building an extra income or changing careers or taking your profession in a new direction. Learning to package and sell your skills, I think, is a hugely underrated way for you to build confidence, earn extra income, and always know that you can do that in the future. So if you do it once, if you build the skill of packaging your experience and ability into something that you can sell, it's something you can take with you for life. It's something you can always fall back on. Even if you lose your job or you need to make a little bit of extra income, you'll start to realize that this is something that's possible for you and is a huge benefit and ability that you can take with you for life. I hope this was helpful in giving you a little bit of a confidence boost that this is a business that you could potentially start. If you have any questions about this process, feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to answer them in future videos. And best of luck on your journey ahead. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll be back very soon with more videos like this. Later.